So let's take a look at how to create media pages, because this is much more intricate than the other pages, just because there's more information to put in, not because it's any more difficult, but it just takes a little more time for things to upload. So if we look at the media page, we're going to see two sermons, little fake sermons that I've put in here. We'll notice a couple things. You've got some graphic art, a title, a speaker, a date, a watch list, and a notes button. Now, you will notice that some of these are grayed out. So if no notes are uploaded or no audio is uploaded, then it's just going to be gray, and you won't be able to click on it. There should always be a watch, but I mean, I guess there would be instances where there would maybe only be audio. But so then if I click watch, it's going to take me to a specific page for this sermon. And on this page, you're going to see a video player, which this is from Vimeo, but you can use your Vidoroo same way, no problem. See that title again, the speaker, the date, all that doesn't have to be put in twice, just once. And then we see some links here to download the video, which I probably need to take that one out, but using Vidoroo. But you can listen to it with audio, download notes, things like that, share it on Facebook, things like that. And then we see recent media, which allows people to click on the most 3 or 4 recent uploaded sermons. So we need to put in all of this information. How do we do that? Well, if you're looking at your pages structure, your page list, by media, you're going to see two buttons, add or edit. You want to disregard the add child page or any of these buttons over here. What you want to do is you either want to click add to create a new media entry, or you want to click edit to go change an existing entry. Okay, so we're going to click add, and it's going to bring up a form that we looked at in the first video that's a little more extensive than the other forms. So it's going to ask us for a title. Now this is not the title that shows up here, and that's a little different than the other pages, and I'll show you why. This is a title that's going to be used for your record keeping and for what's up here in the URL window. So you can use the same title in both places, but just so you know it's not going to show up. So we're just going to make this demo video sermon. You know what? We'll just make it demo video. All right. Then it's going to ask me for video player. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Vimeo, which that's what my church uses for our sermons, and I'm just going to grab a video. I'll just grab my Super Bowl video here. I'm going to click the share button. It's going to ask me, it's going to give me an embed code, and I want to make sure, and you want to make sure when you're using Vidoroo that you do this, that your size is 512 in width. Okay, so I actually want to make this 280. Nope, it's not going to let me. That's what I thought. Never mind. Okay, so 512, and then I'm just going to copy this code. I'm going to go back over here, and I'm just going to paste this into my form. Alright, so that's good to go there. The next thing it's going to ask me for is an audio MP3 file. Alright, now when you select this file, it's going to start loading it. So in the instances where you're using a sermon video that's, or audio that's like 40, 50, 60, 80 meg, if you're getting bigger than that, I would encourage you to look at some more compression ideas, because audio alone should not be bigger than that for like a 30 to 45 minute sermon. But I'm just going to click upload files, and I'm not actually going to grab a sermon. I'm going to grab a little MP3 song because it's only 4 meg, but it doesn't matter how big it is. You can just see it uploading here because this is small. It's going pretty quickly, and obviously it depends on your internet speed as well, but the MP3 file is where you'll upload the audio. Now this is not required, so you may want to go in and create a page for like a video player, and then you want to go back at a later time and put in the audio. Okay, so you don't have to do this at the same time. If there's a little red asterisk by it, it is required, but I'm just going to go ahead and do this. The second option is, the second or third window here is mobile video file. Now we're creating you a mobile site so that people can watch the stuff online, and with Vitaroo, obviously you can't use Flash. It uses Flash. So if you have an MP4 file, which is what you need to get it out as an MP4 file, H.264 MP4 file, then you'll do the same thing. You'll click Upload Files and select that file. Now that file is probably going to be 100 to 200 meg. I'll send you an email with a compressor that we use that's really good to shrink it down. But it's still probably going to be a pretty large size file. I'm not going to upload one of those right now, but you can, same thing, you can do that. It's going to ask me for a sermon title, which is required. I'm just going to put demo video. The date, this is not the date that you're putting it in. This is the date that the sermon or the service was preached. So I'm just going to put the 8th of January for right now. I'm going to put my name as the speaker. Alright, then we see something that says sermon artwork. So this is what we see down here, these little thumbnails that was on the other page as well. So I'm just going to hit select file. It's going to take me to my hard drive again. And I've got a bunch of sermon series in here. Let's see, we'll just do this one, At the Movies. This one's also going to load. You can see the progress bar there. Those files should not be that big at all. And then lastly is the sermon notes, and this needs to be a PDF file. I don't know what all I got here. Let's see. This is a PDF of website projects. So we see these loading up each time, obviously. So now I've got my video player, my audio file, my demo video, or my sermon title, date, all that good stuff. I'm going to click submit, and you see this message pop up down here. You have uploaded files. Those files are now being sent to their final destination. This can take a while depending on the amount of files. Now this shouldn't take that long because I only uploaded a 4 meg file, but when you are uploading the larger files, the audio big files and the video files, this can take a little while. I tested it out the other day, and I mean, I think I sat here for a few minutes, just depending on how big those files are. So don't panic, you know, don't worry about it not working. It is. We see it spinning right here. So I'm actually going to edit this video down so you don't just sit here and watch the screen load. But just know that once you hit submit, this message here, the spinning wheel, oh well, never mind, there you go. It's good to go. So if I go back over here and I click on media, I'm going to see this new entry that I created here. Demo video. I can watch it. Okay, that's going to take me to the video player page. I can listen to it, which pulls up the MP3, which is the song that I uploaded. Okay, and then also my sermon notes, which this is the PDF. So at any time they can download it by right-clicking and downloading, downloading linked file or whatever you want to do there. All right. So also on the side over here, you're going to see some links that we've hand coded in, linking up to podcast. We'll get you set up with iTunes there, and this will go to the store once that's set up. The live page, we still have to create that once I get some Vitaroo information, and then this week takes them to the most recent sermon. Message archive will bring them back to here. So like I say, it's not hard. It's just that it's more information to put in, and a little bit time consuming depending on how big your files are. So once I click edit by media, I can see these 3 entries. It only pulls up the media entries there that I have created. All right, so that's how you're going to add media. And I would recommend training some different volunteers. And so maybe your sound man is responsible for uploading your audio, and then your video person uploads the mobile file, or there's different ways you can do it. But that's how you upload media, so you can go ahead and get started with that.